Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about how you get your terrain to have features like texture, grass, and trees. In order to get access to those features though, really what you need to do is go up to the Assets folder, Import Package, and import the Environment package. If you don't do that, you won't gain access to all those great features. I already did it, so I'm not going to do it again, but you have to do it for the first time when you're going to access those features. Alright, so let's go ahead and add a texture to the terrain. We go to the paintbrush under Terrain in the Inspector window. We don't have any textures currently selected. You can see that no textures defined. So let's go Edit Texture, Add Texture. We'll select one. You don't need the normal one. We'll go on the left one. We're going to go Grass Hill Albedo. Again, we just need the albedo. We don't need the normal. Click the Add button. If you only have one texture, it is added to your terrain by default. Let's get another texture. We'll go Add Texture. This time, let's choose the Mud Rock texture. And then what we can do is paint that on in different areas where we want it. So let me go ahead and decrease my brush size. And let me choose that texture. And then I can paint that on. Right, so I can get some different features based on that. So that's basically how you add textures. Let's go ahead and add some grass. So we click on the Grass and Small Brush feature. We need to edit that. We currently have no grass objects to choose from. To add a grass texture, we click on this little button in order to gain access to some of the features. And we're going to choose this grass frond item. And we can mess around a little bit with the colors, but we'll just keep them the way we have them. And I'm going to paint some of that grass on. And you can see that I start to get some grassy features. Now, what you'll also notice is as I paint in the distance, it doesn't show up. Why is that? If you go to the Settings button for Terrain, you have a little thing here for Detailed Distance. Now, grass is one of those details that takes a lot of CPU power. So what we want to do is not set that range too far. Of course, if we do, we can see that where we did paint, it shows up. We can lessen the distance as well. Alright, let's go to trees. To get trees, again, we have to click on the Tree button in the toolbar. Edit Trees, let's add a tree. And what we're going to do here is just choose a tree. Let's go to Conifer. I like conifers. And one of the things we want to do is look at what sort of height do we want the trees to be. Notice I have the random button selected. That will give me trees in this height range that I'm messing around with, and it'll give me random heights. Alright? Also the brush size we can deal with. Let me zoom in a little bit on my scene, and let me see if I can get some trees. So let's see here. So my brush size is still pretty big. Let me decrease that. And if I paint with my brush, I get some trees. Right? It's pretty cool. Right? If I zoom in on those, I can see that, yeah, they really do look like trees. Okay? Now, my trees may be a little bit too big for the landscape, in which size I can adjust the tree height. Alright? So there you go. We added texture, we added some grass features, we added some trees, all to our terrain.